tough outcome and result. No, I think we know it could happen, but it's definitely a result that we were not expecting. No, we didn't want to have. I think the match started quite in the way we wanted to happen. Very energetic, pressing high, make some mistakes. Those 15-20 minutes, then we dropped in energy, we dropped in the pressure. They were feeling, because they are a good team, they have good quality, feeling good on the ball. We struggled there. Conceded a goal that we could have avoided before the halftime, as well as in the second half. But I think we should be proud of the performance, especially in the second half. The team has been brave to go with everything. We have had chances, or even probably deserve, I think, at least a point today. But again, they are a good team. They have had very good moments in their game. I think we have had very good moments in the game, and something that can happen. In the end, we lose the match, and we have to accept it.
Coach, you said you made some mistakes. The player made some mistakes, and the player loses their energy. But this is your home win. So what was
in the pressure, which can happen when you play against a team that is good, especially in build-up situations, as we know from Singapore. We have been able to stop or to adjust their build-up in some phases of the game, but not all the time. And sometimes they have been good enough for us not to be able to adjust. But it's normal, and it happens with teams that have good quality like them. So we have tried in those moments to come together, stop the pressing, as you see, in the mid of the second half, and then the second half and start of the second half, we have been a little bit more together, more compact, to adjust a little bit better. And we came back somehow from that, and I think we have been quite close to draw the match, but we were not able to convert any of those last chances. He finished more on the right wing, but yeah, well, to me, he's the best striker. That's why he plays in there. Not only because I think he's the best in the box, but also because the capacity he has or the working rate he has also in defense. I think you cannot compare with anyone, no? With any other striker. But still, obviously, what happens, and it not only to him, is that when the strikers have less space at the back, as it happened today with Singapore, it's more difficult to exploit those spaces, no? And that, especially for players like Rakip or any quick striker, makes things more difficult. And every game against a team that is defending low is more difficult. So it's normal. Still, he has been able to challenge the opponent, and he scored a goal. So I have nothing to say about him. I think it was out of frustration against the referee, or not against the team. It was against the team. I don't know. I didn't feel that. I didn't see that. But I don't think. Well, there can be some disappointment for sure, and some supporters that can be frustrated. But I think if you look at the performance with some perspective, we have been there against a good team. I don't think they have been better than us. In moments, yes. In other moments, we have been better. I think that if the match finishes 2-2, would have been probably the fairest result. So I understand that all of us have very high expectations, and it's disappointing, but it's a good performance. It's a good performance. I said that we forced them to make mistakes, them, not us. I said that it was avoidable the first and the second goal, because there were second actions, no, that we could have probably cleared. I have to watch the video, but I think it's both of the goals are in second actions, not in the first action. So I have to see that, because probably we need to be a little bit more aggressive in those situations to clear. But again, can happen. They have good attacking players. They have good quality in there. So it's something that can happen. Well, it's something I would have to watch again. Definitely, especially to me, it can happen. The other decisions, but to me, the penalty in Fahim is. I think I haven't seen it, but I think it's clear. And that in the way we were playing in that moment, full attack, full pressure, after scoring the first one, that would have been the 2-2 if I'm not wrong, or the opportunity for the 2-2. for me it was clear, but I couldn't watch it in the replay, so I don't know. I think again it's a very tight match between two teams of very similar level, and it's been football. There's nothing behind that. I think overall the game has been more difficult to manage than the match in India, because India was higher, we are better attacking the space, Singapore was not giving us space, they were very compact inside. That is usually where we find Hamza, you can find Summit. So in that situation, it's not about Hamza, it's that it's much more difficult to manage that kind of game. So that's why maybe in attack especially, it's been more difficult for our main players to perform or to highlight more. But I think Hamza and anyone has been very energetic. He has been leading inside. He has tried his best, and again, it can happen to play against a good team like Singapore and end up.